Hello everyone. Today's date is January 8th, 2021. It is currently 9:48 p.m. The current temperature is 37 degrees Fahrenheit, 3 degrees Celsius. And I'm just taking a night walk on North Henry Boulevard to the town of Stockbridge. And I'm premiering this video so I can chat with everyone in the chat section. Hello everyone in the chat section. It's just a quick, simple night walk. Just thought I'd get out for a minute. I'm making the 120 FPS video of the town of Jonesboro, Georgia. It's saving on my computer right now. I have to make a couple of parts to save it. I have to make the first part, which I have saving at 3200 by 1800 resolution. And then because it's easier on my laptop to save it at that resolution. Then the second part, which will be in 4K, I'll sharpen it to 4K, 3840 by 2160. And that video should be available on, I'm thinking, the 10th or the 11th. It depends on when I premiere this video you're watching, probably the 12th. It's a pretty slow computer for these high quality videos and all the steps to make them. So yes, the winds are 14 miles an hour, so it's a little breezy tonight. It's a little cold. It's a little cold. I do have on these gloves. So they're insulated gloves. So they're doing pretty well right now. And my hands are pretty warm. My fingertips aren't though. Yes, it is winter time. January. It is still January. It's New Year's, but it's still the winter. I mean, it usually doesn't get bad in Georgia. Usually, I mean, it'll get as cold as New York though sometimes. Sometimes it just depends on the season. This particular one is more, it's matching up to New York City somewhat. But it has occasional Georgian-ish type weather. But tonight it isn't. It's totally more up north. But it is still winter, yeah. You got January, you got February, and then for down here I would say March it starts to warm up. We get spring a little earlier in South Atlanta. A little earlier, so. So yeah, aside from that, what I have on in this kind of weather, I have on a long pea coat that I ordered off of Amazon back in 2014. It's a pea coat, a gray pea coat. Forgot the name of the company, but I thought it was the Lee's I ordered it from. But the company on the coat doesn't say that. However, it's a South Korean coat. It's from South Korea. And it was only like $65. It wasn't bad at all. I'm not really layered either. Since I'm walking, I don't really need all this baggage on me to keep me warm, since I'm walking at a pretty good speed. or I don't need to layer up really. I only have on well, I have on a tank top and a long sleeve gray shirt, a V-neck underneath, also from the Lees, and then my coat, then my backpack. So pretty tidy actually, like that. I have on a scarf. I have on another scarf to act as a mask, but it is also keeping my face warm. It's also keeping my face warm, and it's working pretty well. And a hat, a wool hat, and earmuffs, because it is pretty windy out here, and I'm actually pretty warm like this. So I also have on my FUBU light walking sneakers, which I can show you. I've had these for a little bit now, but basically what I only did is I have on low top socks and thinner tube socks. They're super thin though over them. My toes are a little cold, but not so much. Not so much. So that's what I have on, and I'm actually doing pretty well like this. So we just passed the local Quick Trip in this town. That is a nice old school car. I believe that is from the 1940s. You'll occasionally see old school cars like that over here. These are like collector's cars, to be honest. Worth a lot of money. Worth a lot of money. Depends on how well you remodeled it, the parts, and etc. That's all I know about it, though, that you can get a good amount of money from it, apparently. Yeah, but Georgia, usually, it just really depends on the season. Like, you usually don't get cold weather like this. Not really. But for January and February, sometimes you'll occasionally get a northern temperature blast. Or it feels similar to up north or close to it. Oh, everyone, we have a missing dog. Sophie or Sophia. I'm not sure if that is the dog I saw a few months ago, or back in August rather. It's been months ago by now, August. I was walking out at night. I never posted that one to YouTube either, but he was out on the street, and there was really nothing I could do to help him, or her, rather, her, pardon me. I'm not sure if that is if that's the same dog though, however. I don't think that's the same dog. But this area, you have stray cats, stray dogs, and it's kind of dangerous on this highway here where the speed limit is 45 miles an hour. Like a movie or a book over here for Halloween almost. A lot of trees over there, but they're all bare and dark. I'm just gonna speak on lighting too over here, that they could do better with lighting, but here's the light. The light bulb isn't even turned on, or it doesn't even work. Something else I wanted to mention that I noticed on YouTube is that the notifications on my end, they work sometimes, but a lot of people, including my own watchers, have problems with YouTube notifications. They won't get notified if someone is going live or published a video, turned on the bell and everything, and it still doesn't give them the notification. I'm not sure what that is with YouTube, but they need to fix that. And also too, on their website, YouTube has allowed voice search now on the side of the search bar, so you can actually click the microphone now and use your voice to search videos. At least on my end, I saw them do that in the last few days. And also autoplay has a new toggle on the taskbar of the video. It has a little switch on, switch off button now. Now YouTube needs to allow higher FPS uploads. They allow 4K, 8K. They don't do 16K. I don't really think they need to do 16K anyway. I mean, they need to do 120 FPS. All right. They need to do 120 FPS. I'm not sure why YouTube still isn't on that. There are a lot more people nowadays. Well, not a lot more people, but there are people trying out 2x speed, 120 FPS gameplay videos for PS5s, Xbox One, gaming computers, you know? So YouTube needs to allow 120 FPS uploads. Not sure when YouTube's going to get to that, but hopefully they'll get to that sometime this year. I mentioned that in my other premieres as well, including the New Year one. And I mentioned that also in the very last one where I walked to Jonesboro, Georgia on 138. That was a long walk too, but it was a nice walk through the countryside. And I explained some of my childhood there too, and when I was in Jonesboro for their Christmas parade in 2006. Now it is 2021. I like how one of my fellow watchers, my fellow mods, and my fellow YouTube friends, Ellis NYCT, how he mentioned that I already knew that they would be there for the chat section. I know, right? So what that's all about is that these videos are basically kind of like a live stream. And actually Kid will premiere his videos too, but I dropped the resolution down to 2.7K 60, not 4K 60 like I would have done. Just hurry up and premiere these videos as soon as I can on the computer I have to work with. The 4K 60 ones are a little bit longer, and I'm trying to get these 120 FPS videos I shot from mainly last year. There's one I went through Morrow, Georgia too in November. There are a few walks I did that I want to hurry up and get onto YouTube this month. So these walks I just leave it at 2.7K 60. I'm rendering it in 1440p since YouTube won't really show it at 2.7K. They'll just render it at 1440p. There's no point in doing... Oops. There we are. There's no point in doing 2.7K rendering when YouTube's only going to cut it down to 1440p. Also too, on a side note, but another important note, the UK has been under lockdown again. And a few days ago when I was on the Action Kids live stream, when he was in Queens, you know, I'm just, you know, my heart goes out to them in the UK. My heart goes out to you guys. We'll get through this together. We'll get through this together. This year should still be different than 2020. After 2023, speaking of which, 2023 is like the last year of the early 2020s. So this year is pretty much a pre-decision kind of year of how the early 20s will be remembered. So far they're being remembered for the whole pandemic crisis. Hopefully it can be turned around and remembered for something a lot more cheerful, kind of like how the early 10s were. They had cheerful music. I'm just gonna, you know, I'm not going to mention it too much, you know, but I'm just going to go over, because there was a lot of stuff that happened in the early 10s, but they definitely had better music in the early 10s, in my opinion, than the later 10s. In my opinion, it was a lot more fun to listen to. So the early 20s, however, back in the early 20s, should be remembered for something better, you know. I hope, at least I hope it will be. I hope it isn't just the pandemic. That is definitely a part of it. But 2021 will definitely decide the beginnings of how the early 2020s will be remembered. So we're passing the Stockbridge First United Methodist Church. It's a pretty church. They also do in-person and Facebook Live services on stockbridgefirst.org. We can now join them virtually or in person. During the summer times, when I walked over here, this is a good seating area to cool down from the hot Georgia sun and the humid air sometimes. It's too dark to show this plaque to you, but this is the right wing at Stockbridge. Oops. It was placed here in 1957, but it's too dark to really show you, I think, on this camera. I'd have to walk here during the daytime, but I mentioned that actually in my earlier videos I did back in 2020 and 2019. Oops. There we go. So my 2020 videos, you can go ahead and check that out. Show that plaque. So overall, the traffic right now is not bad at all. There are not a lot of cars, which I really appreciate for a Friday night. It is so cold out here, and I think a lot of people are wanting to stay home and snuggle up except me, really. I want us to get out and walk a bit, get some air. I've been inside for a few days now, and I want to get some air. I may be going out tomorrow, which is Saturday from where I'm recording. I'm not sure when I'm going to premiere this, but it's Friday night, like I mentioned. Tomorrow I may be going somewhere to film some nice videos. And I'm not going to mention what it is yet, because I have to wait and see what it is, but I'm going to definitely try to get some nice footage in there. Should be freeing to watch at 120 FPS, I'll say. And I may shoot some of it at 240 for those who have 240 hertz displays. I'm not sure if you do or not, or if you do, then I have some more 240 FPS videos coming your way. But I definitely have more 120 FPS videos coming your way. So we're almost in the town area now. Almost here. So my equipment, if you want to know what I used to film with, including this very video, you can click down in the description. I'll go ahead and most likely give you what I actually filmed with, but I have the links to what I used to film with, along with all other accessories I've used to film these videos, and the description below. There are links to them. Alright, Save a Life, Give Blood, TED, Strickland Community Center, January 9th, 2021. That's tomorrow, in the new year. So, hopefully the last week of 2021, the first week rather, but the last week, right now at least, has been good for all of you. I hope it has been. It's been okay for me. I've been getting stuff done. It's been steadily changing, but not so much different from late 2020 for me. It's been a little better though than late 2020. When I've observed just in the last week, it's been a little better than the last week of 2020, the first week of 2021. It's been a little better. I'm just being completely real. It's been a little better, not ridiculous though. So here's Food Depot. It's a little grocery store around over here. They have really good prices in there for food. I would walk in there, but I don't really want to record inside there. I'm not sure if they're okay with that. But it's a Food Depot. They have plenty more of these stores throughout the southern United States, that is. We have a lot more of these Food Depot stores. So, but this one's cute. It's a cute spot. One second, let me get my glove off. Adjust something on the camera. Alright, adjust it when I need it to. I have 51% battery, everyone. Not too bad. It wasn't a bad walk though, however. 51% battery. For everyone who's new to watching this area, you can usually catch trains around here like every hour or every hour and a half. You can catch Norfolk Southern freight trains that go through here if you're into that kind of thing. For me, I'm a rail fan. I love watching trains a lot. I prefer the New York City subway, but I guess this is something if you're a trainiac and you like to watch just any kind of train that is. So they're going into that Billard's restaurant over there, which is named Smoking Q's. And here we have Barn Beautiful. I already do a video of walking through here. That's a nice Hyundai, by the way. Nice. Look at the headlights of this car. It's a little bit futuristic, I guess. I'm not personally a fan of the thin headlights. I think you need thicker headlights so people can see your car a bit better than that, but overall I see them trying to edge a little bit of that futuristic concept car kind of, or concept SUV look. And so the lights, I think these are, yeah, they're almost the same Jeep brand. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and walk this way on Martin Luther King Sr. Heritage Trails, or trail rather. Martin Luther King Sr. Heritage Trail. It's a full name, and it's not a trail either. It's just a street. So yeah, so over there you have the Stockbridge Elementary School. And the train tracks right here where you can, I guess, rail fan if you want to. I try to explore different areas so that these walks aren't too repetitive, because I've already shot a lot of videos over here throughout the past few years. I've shot videos over here from 2018. They still have the holiday greetings posters on the poles. Because, I mean, I guess it really is still holidays in a lot of ways. It's just now fading out, to be honest. It doesn't fade out just because New Year's came in. You really have that first week to celebrate the New Year and festivities, holidays. It just depends on the person, I guess. Like, I always film over here. I always film this little strip of Martin Luther King Sr. Heritage Trail. I always film over here when I'm testing out videos, or I'm just taking a stroll through the area at 120, 240 FPS. But during the winter, I guess it just depends on if you're in the mood for it. I mean, I like the bare branches. I like this. I like the bare branches going on. It's nice. I mean, it's just different, you know. I mean, I like having change of season, you know. For me, I always have. I liked changing from the spring to the summer, from the summer to the fall, from the fall to the winter. For me, winter doesn't depress me really, especially in Georgia. It doesn't snow a lot at all. Some days I guess you'll get flurries, but most of the time you'll just get occasional rain showers, and that's it. I think they've changed something around here. I think they have. I think they or is that the cornfield that they tore down? They actually had a cornfield up too earlier last year, back in the summer. I think they, of course, took that down, but it looks like they tore down a tree. It may be just, I don't know. I think it's yeah, it's the leaves, and I think they actually did tear down a couple of trees. Over here to me just feels like a movie set too, you know. It feels a lot like a movie set. Like this house right here, they grow a lot of I'm not actually sure what they grow here, but I'm thinking it's a corn field. I think a small cornfield rather. It's really nice. The house itself needs to be repaired a little bit. It's kind of starting to fall apart, but it's cute. It's cute. And it feels like an exotic locale, as I think Rebecca, I think that was Rebecca that said that. An exotic locale. So this is South Berry Street in low light. What I may do actually, because I want to hurry up and premiere this, I may go ahead and take a right. I don't know if I'm going to leave yet, actually. I'm not going to stop the video yet. I have an idea. I smell some burning leaves too. Well, I think there's a train coming through the area, so I'm gonna go back over here. I'm gonna actually go back over this way. I was gonna go the other way to take 138 back, but I think there's a train coming through the area. But it's been nice walking in this cold weather with the right gear on. It's pretty fun. But you have to have the right gear. If you're not used to this kind of weather, you definitely have to have the right gear to walk in cold weather, regardless of where you are. Yeah, we've got a train horn going on. That's good because my battery is at 32%. And I'm about to plug it into the gimbal after I finish this premiere and go ahead and head back and get ready for tomorrow morning. I'm not sure how that's gonna go, but if I want to if I'm going somewhere, I want to take footage of the street, I'll say. If you're still here watching with me, everyone, and watching me make those interesting decisions when I walked up the street, and even when I decided to go this way from going past the Ted Strickland Community Center, which I was going to do, but I'm like, you know, I already walked there. Please smash that like button for me, please. And if you're watching this new, please subscribe. I'm a YouTube walker. I am. But I'm also, I guess, a pioneer in certain ways, like Action Kid. I'm pioneering high frame rate video on YouTube and trying to figure out a way to make it easier for people to watch that doesn't require all these amounts of steps. And unfortunately, YouTube doesn't have that kind of technology yet, or it's not really willing to do that so much at the moment, at least. So that's why I make my videos at half speed, 60 FPS, for you to be able to play it back at 120 FPS via 2x speed. So I'm gonna go ahead and wait for the train to come through. I'm gonna jump cut and see what happens here. All right, the train is coming through the area now. This is the closest I'll get to rail fanning a subway train or a metro train. I just love trains anyway, so I guess this sort of answers it. It answers it a lot. I've taken videos over here, like I mentioned earlier. 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020 of trains and this little strip over here. While we're waiting for the train, I actually already jump cut the video. But while we're waiting for the train, like I said, please smash that like button if you're with me. So consider subscribing if you're new. Please click that bell icon to be notified of my latest uploads. Thanks for stopping by this premiere and stopping by this video if you're watching after the premiere. If you're watching this far into it, I'm a YouTube walker. I've always been at heart anyway, but I'm also a high frame rate video editor, somewhat. I definitely take videos at 120 FPS, 240 FPS, and experiment with different ways to play it back on YouTube and for people to watch on their higher refresh display monitors or displays in general, like smartphones with high refresh displays and gaming monitors. Gaming monitors, rather. But let's watch this train come through the area. I'll go ahead and end my premiere after this. Brand new paint on the first two locomotives. Yang K-Line, NYK Logistics, Tag Lloyd, OCL or OOCL. Are you serious? HMM, UASC, some squilling wheels. China shipping. We've got some graffiti on here too. Can't really read that quick enough. Costco. Shifting again. Some of these cars look new. Looks like they're good paint chips. Evergreen, one. intense plane spill going on. It'd be a lot better if we just to watch the train. It's still a little loud. It's a long train, everyone. This is a really long train. I'm not sure how many cars there are to this. Sometimes you can get up to like 200 cars, 250 cars easily. I'm not sure how many cars I've already passed. I'm thinking over 100. It's doing a little speed here too now. I think this is about 30 miles an hour. Alright, the train's about to end. All right, here's the train. The Singing Wills in Stockbridge, Georgia, then the town area. Still going, huh? If you like this video, please give it a like. Please consider subscribing to me for high frame rate videos and walking videos like this and more. Please click that bell icon to be notified of my latest uploads. And I'll see you next time, everyone. Take care. Stay warm, stay cool whenever you're watching it. Enjoy life. See you next time. Have a great day, good night, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Take care. Signing out.